each individual parent is able to gift up to $15,000 per year per person, which is where we get this $15,000 number from. And that's tax-free. We don't even have to report that on our tax returns to the IRS as a taxable gift. What a lot of people don't think about, though, is it's $15,000 per spouse. So, for example, the husband can gift $15,000 to each child, and then the wife can actually gift $15,000 to each child.
Money can be complicated. Let a nerd help you. We're here to demystify the complex nature of money by getting you answers from financial nerds and whiz kids. Welcome to Ask the Money Nerds, a weekly segment of the Wealth Labs podcast where we answer your most pressing money questions.
Hey everyone, this is Garrett Gunderson, another episode of Ask the Money Nerds. And I got to tell you right now, there's a lot of people that are considering gifting because we have a change in presidency and potential change in rules. And I've talked to some attorneys that they expect hundreds of millions of dollars from their clients to transfer because of the concern of future tax. Well, we got a question on Ask the Money Nerds today. Normally we have Stolba and me here, but I brought on Kyle Robbins, a money nerd, because we need like an attorney. We need someone that knows this stuff inside and out. So thanks for being here, Kyle.
You got it, man.
So the question comes in, right, and it says, my parents are selling a rental property and want the profit of the sale to go to their 5 kids. It was suggested to me to have them give the $15,000 as a gift to each child without anyone paying taxes on it, and the other $10,000 to $15,000 to be put in a life insurance policy for each person as well. The intent here is that the cash is able to be taken out of the policy to invest or can be cashed out if the child chooses. The goal is to give every child their portion now and not have the possibility of one child contesting the amount they get at their death and cost everyone a large portion of inheritance by going to probate. Is this even a possibility? Who do I talk to? Need help as soon as I can get it. Thank you. And if you need me to ask any more on that, let me know. But there's the question that's at hand. And we can also answer a little bit more about why so many people are gifting right now and what they could be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So great question. I think under these facts, it's to go, to the extreme of buying a life policy and trying to go about it that way. I think that's kind of letting the tail wag the dog in this particular situation. The reason being is, number one, anytime we make a gift to our children, right, there's no income tax due in that scenario. What people are worried about potentially is an estate tax being due, because your parents have already paid the income tax, so the kids it's not gonna get passed down. They're gonna have to pay that already. And so each individual parent is able to gift up to $15,000 per year per person, which is where we get this $15,000 number from. And that's tax-free. We don't even have to report that on our tax returns to the IRS as a taxable gift. What a lot of people don't think about, though, is it's $15,000 per spouse. So, for example, the husband can gift $15,000 to each child, and then the wife can actually gift $15,000 to each child. So in this particular situation, problem solved, we can gift up to $30,000 per person, per married unit per child that we're gifting to. Another, let's say it was $300,000, right? And we want to go higher. Another loophole, if you will, is we can also gift to each child's spouse, if that's an appropriate situation. So each married couple can gift approximately $30,000 to their child and then to their child's spouse. That's another solution. And then beyond that, what a lot of people don't realize that is, even if we go above that $15,000 number, right? So let's make it $1 million. We want to gift just way above our $15,000 number where we don't have to report to the IRS. That's actually okay, and it's usually not going to incur taxes either. Right now, the current estate tax number of both the estate and gift tax is a little bit over $11 million per person. So a married couple can gift up to $22 million before they even have to worry about paying the 40% estate tax after that. So assuming that the married couple in this scenario has not given upwards of $22 million already, which I don't know too many people who fall under that category. I'm going to tell them, just make the gift. And if we have to report it on your, tax return at the end of the year, no big deal. You just used a portion of your $22 million credit but usually that's a much smaller number right there. So no taxes are still going to be due until we get above that number. Now, the strategy that was recommended to them of purchasing a life policy, that is a good strategy once we get up into that range.
Right.
Let's say they had already used up their $22 million credit. In that situation, yes, we could buy a life policy. We could gift it to the children with a cash value where they can, draw down on that whenever they want to. The only trick is you have to survive for 3 years after you've made that gift. Anything within 3 years, and the IRS can come back and claw back, is what we call it. But that is a viable strategy. In this situation, again, I think it's a little bit overkill.
Okay. So as all these people are looking to do all this gifting, if it's a limit of 30,000, per family unit, but then there's also, if the kids are married, it could be to the, spouse as well, the in-law. So then it could be like 60,000. Any other things that people could do if they're trying to transfer money or gift or get this money into their heirs without, too much?
Yeah, I mean, you can make a gift above that number. So like we're talking about, if we want to reduce your estate tax exposure, one of the common strategies that I have with my clients, let's say that they're small business owners, right? And they're kind of approaching that taxable range. Let's say we're worried that, the current administration has already released that they want to reduce the estate tax down to maybe 5.5 million again. And so I have a lot more clients in that range. Let's say they're worried about that. And there's a ton we can do. One of my strategies is let's gift some shares of your small business to your children today. You're still going to be in control of your business. You're going to control it on an ongoing basis. But if we gift their current value today, now those assets, those shares can grow. And, if let's say they grow to $10-20 million over the next 30 years, because you've gifted it now, you've gotten it outside of your taxable estate, and that passes down to your children tax-free. And so it allows the gift to not only take place today, but it allows it to grow and appreciate over time. And you're saving taxes left and right in that scenario. So that's a common strategy that we use. Life insurance is another tactic, like we already touched on a little bit.
Cool. Well, any other estate planning basics or things that people should know with so much happening and coming up at the end of the year here?
Yeah, I mean, number one, get an estate plan. That's what, a lot of people I talk to, it's I kind of chuckle because estate planning is one of those things where planning for retirement's fun. It's how am I going to be able to spend my money whenever I don't have to work anymore? Whereas estate planning, I just get great clients. It's people who want to take care of their family members. It's not a fun topic to talk about. So definitely check up on it regularly. Make sure you've got it in place. And, if you are in that taxable range of maybe upwards of $5 to $10 million, or will be in the near future, I definitely think it's worth talking to a tax planner to maybe see about how we could reduce some of your exposure. Because once they lower that number, that $11+ million per person, it's gone. You're not going to get that back until somebody else takes over. So it's definitely a good time to be looking at planning possibilities right now before any changes take place.
All right, now you know how to handle rich people problems. That's good. Thanks, Kyle. I really appreciate your help today. And now everybody knows what to do to turn their thoughts into profits and build the life they love.
Want to master your money? Want to figure out the things that you could do to improve your finances? Click here and check out more videos like this on Money Matters.